The gold greed is a little bit to do with it. It's a little bit to do with it. Like, if Glacier wasn't the next, if it was a Daze, then anyway, if Glacier was literal bottom deck, then it's still, you know, I'm still dead there, right? But I was thinking 600 gold probably sets me up to win the run. It was my own fault. Taking card draw right off the bat. Nope. It's not a very good card, but... Singing bowl, huh? And an establishment offer right away. Nah. Empty fist, though? Don't really want to exit Wrath that badly. 12 and 24. You're dead. Pretty damage is pretty solid here. But we have to draw. If we do 30 damage, we need 4 and 7 more. We need 11, so any attack. Half of my pile is dazes, though. Let's see if we can preserve some HP here instead of risking this. Ah, would have just smoked him right away. Alright, are we stronger if we go to a shop with 200 gold and get 2 upgrades versus snatching a couple of more cards here and a relic? Excuse me. 32 HP is pretty okay. We never really block turn 2, so I don't care what my HP is. 35 and 21, 23. Yeah, 35 and 23 would be sweet spots. 32 is fine. Get a fight here. We go to 34, which is still fine. Assuming we take no damage. Dupe goes for probably through violence. Trade my speed pot here is pretty strong. Potion chances are very low. We almost never see a potion out of this. 30, 40, or 20, 30, 40%. Probably not great. This guy's out of the way, which is awesome. 3 upgrades. Will be like Vigilance, Sanctity, and a card from here. I don't like my upgrades too much. Power card, Mummy Hand. I don't really want a power card right now. Unless it's Rushdown, probably. How comfortable would I be with a Rushdown? Mental Fortress, Foresight, Rushdown. Establishment. Nah. Rushdown, probably. take Devotion, no. What are the other powers that I care about other than Rushdown? Establishment, probably not. Never Nirvana. I don't think I want any powers, even with Mummy Hand. Like, maybe Mummy Hand is okay, but probably just rather not draw a power. Unless it's called Rushdown. Spending gold seems smart. Finding a Rushdown Tantrum seems smart. These upgrades are not fantastic. Going into Act 2. This is like, it's okay. How do I deal with Frail? By doing a punch? Sometimes I just do a punch and get out of the fight instead of dealing with Frail. Is that where we're trying to be? Maybe that's where we're trying to be. What about card remove? Do we just want to remove a card? Pretty balanced. I could take a strike or defend out. It's hard to proc Sanctity if I remove a defend. Dupe pot just wins. Change my speed pot. I kind of want to guarantee exchanging my speed pot out. Is that true? Probably true. Reality card remove. What, Deus? Deus Ex? I don't want to spend time getting study in play. What do we want? I don't know. I don't know. I do want a Deus Ex. I like having a Deus Ex in the deck. That's too much gold. Can't get a card removed. Can I get a potion? Can't get a potion with it either. I don't want to deceive reality that badly. Badly do I want miracles. This kind of makes sure I'm set up with flexible energy in case I don't get energy from the boss, relic. Hazelnuts used to be grape, now they're all just dried up. I don't get it. What part is the pun? I don't understand. Hazelnuts used to be grape, now they're all just dried up. That's, I mean, dried up, I guess, is the pun. Oh, grape, great? Is that really it? I totally whiffed on that. Packpot is kind of interesting. Bone potion, man, that thing does some heavy work here. Get like 2 through violence set up, and then just have a burst turn of eruption, double through violence on a vulnerable. That's 120 damage plus 13, unless I'm already in Wrath. It's like half of his HP. And then smites for 24 plus 12 more, 36. Could have a couple of those sitting in my hand too. Damage. It's such a big number for a Act 1 card. ancient Greek walks into his tailor's shop with a pair of torn pants. I don't know how to say these Greek words. How are you supposed to pronounce those? I'm gonna miss the pun again. Viking, you're killing me, man. I don't know how to do this. Euripides, Eumenides. Okay, it's the end of those words. I kept going. I was like Euripides and Eumenides there's no way that's a pun. But then I was like Euripides? Eumenides? No, that doesn't make a pun either. Euripides, Eumenides. Okay, I get it now. I already have flexible energy, so pyramid seems like it's gonna be the thing that makes me the happiest. It also helps me get to infinites faster if I want to go that way. And lets me hold eruption and vigilance and sanctity. Pyramid's just great stuff. You're not great at elite fights, though. Trapped behind them on every path. Hey, Stasia. What's up? How you doing, chick? Keep trying with them as you get more points. I'm sorry that I don't understand your puns. I'm not great at puns all the time. We're not great at elites, but can we just, like... Well, drawing Deus Ex is kind of slow for us. Got a pretty good path versus this risky one. That's very risky. How did I sleep? I slept pretty good. Slept in a little bit late. Well, not that late. I was awake on time. But I was like, nah, today's not my day. Today is just not my day. Higher Sentience and Silence is limited to poison only. Whose day is it? I don't know. It seems like it's your day with those puns. I think it's your day. So Shivs are tough, awesome Mang. Shivs are very tough on Ascension 20, especially with heart runs, because of beat of death that you have to think about all the time. Time Eater turns off a lot of Uridae. Did you just try to pun me again? Without the channel points to afford it? Do I need to turn the redemption down to like 5 for you? So that you could just sit here and pun all morning? So yeah, Shivs with Kunai and Shuriken have like obvious synergies there. But what you do with Shivs is pretty complicated. You kind of want to use them to... They're fine in most hallway fights, and you do need an accuracy. Sometimes you need 2 accuracies. But Shiv runs are not that impossible. They're just complicated to get rolling, because they do so little damage in Act 1 that it's hard to just actually get out of Act 1 if you're doing Shiv stuff. But once you make it out of Act 1, you want to get things like, you want to have, yeah, After Image, Finisher, find block solutions that allow you to spam shivs on top of it. Like, if you're going to be turning the Time Eater clock a bunch of times, or you're going to be doing, 4 damage a card, then you want to spam cards a lot. So you're looking for things like After Image, and you want to find ways to like shore up your weaknesses and get yourself nice cards that let you do that. You still want to probably activate some poison. You probably want like an Envenom and an After Image for some extra block. Cloak and Daggers, I think, are better than Blade Dances usually, because it does block for you. Scales with Dexterity and with Strength. So Shuriken Kunai, Cloak and Dagger, that can be enough scaling by itself. Like, all on its own, you can just like upgrade a couple of Cloak and Daggers and find a way to recur those. Burst Cloak and Dagger is that's pretty well scaling. With Kunai Shuriken, you can also, you want to get things like Terror. You want to be able to apply Vulnerable. And Weakness. Weakness is part of Silence Kit all the time. So you want to apply as much weak as you can, and you want ways to get back to your Shiv cards and scale them up. Silent is a very card draw and like setup heavy character most of the time, and Shivs don't require as much setup anymore, so you're allowed to go into card draw. Yeah, Snecko Skull with the Envenom that I mentioned is really good, and if you can just get some way to get these things online, like an After Image, what first name surname is saying here is the After Image Envenom finisher, as far as building your deck out goes, is probably, that's most of the pieces of the puzzle. That solves most of the puzzle for Shivs. But you do want to grab a couple of, or an accuracy or two, and you want to just be cautious about how many Shiv cards you pick up and how many not Shiv cards you pick up. Because if you just start taking, if you're going Shiv, you need to really commit to it, is most of my understanding. If you don't really commit to it, then you're kind of boned. But Shivs and Poison are not the only things that you can do. Yesterday, I had a grand finale Phantasmal Killer thing going on, and I was 40 damage short of the heart kill. And it was very fun. And a few days ago, before that, I did a I did also a grand finale run. And had no Phantasmal Killer. It was, what else was I doing in that deck? I mean, I went into Act 3 and I played Grand Finale like 20 times. It was another card draw thing. One of the other catches to Silent also is that she absolutely just cannot get enough Runic Pyramid. Like, Runic Pyramid is just, so good. The previous grand finale run without the Phantasmal Killer, the one I did earlier last week, was very spicy. The one yesterday, I was within 40 damage of the heart kill, and it was, honestly, it was a win. I misplayed it. I didn't see the line. I didn't commit enough of my poison for some, tick damage. I was super committed to finding my Phantasmal Killer into Grand Finale play, and I was not achieving the Phantasmal Killer for my Grand Finales. So it was really hard to get enough damage out. An extra Grand Finale would have actually been sick in that deck instead. And I may have been better off taking the Grand Finale, or not the Grand Finale, but the Phantasmal Killer, the second one that was offered by Act 4 Elites also. I think I want this path, and we're just... Like, if we find a rushdown and like an inner piece or something, we can start infinites, right? With Pyramid. Start removing some of these cards. Well, I don't like... I don't like Deus Ex all that much sometimes. I could have actually saved that HP. I played Valorant for a minute. I did play it for a minute. I did the training. Did the training mode for a minute. And spent an hour doing the jump route on it. And trying to get movement down and stuff, and it wasn't going well for me. I didn't have too much fun with it. I did play a match in it, and I got 10 kills in my match, but I was very confused on what I was doing, and I had no idea how to play. And it was random matchmaking with 4 other people that I didn't know. So, whatever. Yeah, we need some answers to the elite fights here. I don't have to take on too many elites, though. I only have to fight 1. Cool. That card say plus on it? No. It said sale on it. I think Valorant's a good game though, and I want to check it out a bit more, but I think I'm not going to. The reason that I was really interested in it is because I do casting and production for tournament events. So, I'm expecting Valorant to stick around and be something that you can create content around. I need a bowling bash. Spreading my damage out. Single target. The only reason I would want a bowling bash is like, well, it's pretty good. It's not upgraded though. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, they're established, but they don't have a perfect track record because they have a competitive card game, and it's not doing great. And they also have a bad history of managing League of Legends community-wise and balance-wise. But like, it doesn't matter because you just have once the game gets so big, it doesn't matter if you balance it or not. Like, people are going to find ways to break it, and that's what they're going to take tournaments and everything. The toxicity is hard for them to manage too. I don't know how they're supposed to do it, but they don't have a good track record with it. The other game though, the auto chess game. What's it called? Team Fight Tactics. Yeah, Team Fight Tactics. That one also fell off pretty quickly. It's like not a very popular game anymore. I'm sure millions of people are still playing it, but as far as content creation goes, it fell off completely. And I think it's been also been undermined by Underlords. I think Underlords kind of won that fight, right? But also, auto chess didn't actually continue to thrive either, right? Dude, 5 turns of vulnerable with a tantrum eruption. Like, that's a pretty big thing. But it's hard to get it in play. I'm a little short on damage cards. Yeah, it wasn't meant to be a pro scene. I don't think either of those auto chess games were meant to be a pro scene. But it's more about the content creation that I'm thinking about. Like, the games just aren't they didn't remain popular for content creation to surround it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh wow, Laura's already offline. She didn't raid anybody? I guess, because it didn't kick me over. Let's see if anybody else is chilling. Who else is hanging out today? Nobody I recognize. I'm gonna have to go make new, like, Sunday morning friends to lurk. We'll just check again later. Dun, 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 dun. These are all pretty good options. No real pressure. I'm glad that there's no real pressure. Just want to get rid of these strikes and defends. just play Carve a lot. Sometimes Reach Heaven. Like, Reach Heaven runs out of utility once I run out of miracles. I'm wondering if I need this bowling bash. Keep getting stupid speed pots. My potions will carry me, and my dupe pot will carry me. What do I do? I'm not worried about Book of Stabbing, am I? Probably not. I mean, I like essentially two-turned Hexaghost. Essentially. Might need a bowling bash in this deck, though. Gremlin Leader. Like, I would just... If I got it for Gremlin Leader, it would just be to punch Gremlin Leader with, right? And probably two-turn him. With a bowling bash. Oh, there's a really tricky thing you can do against Gremlin Leaders. You can kill one minion. Leave the other minion up. And save bowling bash. And let him... He'll summon... Frequently, he'll summon 2 more minions, so there's 3 up. There's 4 enemies on the field. So you get quad hit out of it. 14 times 4 is 15, 20, 56 damage. Just do 56 damage with 1 card for 1 energy. Most played game of all time? It's the Counter-Strike franchise. I played it for almost 20 years, man. Next is PUBG. I played PUBG for about almost 3,000 hours or so. 2,500-ish. A lot of my hours weren't gameplay, they were casting and commentary. What do I do against slavers? I draw my whole deck really fast. Let's just do it. Ow. this the fight I commit to? To clear you right now? Yeah, but the big concern that I have is that it didn't look like that valuable on turn 1, and you would be right, but it prevents having to deal with the potential of entangle and vulnerable from this guy, and both of those are like maybe kill me. And I need to get rid of cards here. We're gonna lose a miracle. Two miracles, in fact. But we should be able to get the kill. Not weakened, that's fantastic. Yeah, the last guy is the only one that entangles. That's why I wanted him dead on turn 1. Because he has an entangle turn, and he has a turn where he inflicts vulnerable. And both of those are very scary. The entangle is more scary because I should be able to get out before I get hit by, you know, a big invulnerable, or a big, you know, take a bunch of damage invulnerable. So this always kills, right? I think so. So this is 36, so you're dead. So I have to figure out how to kill you. Was one energy short on that. Ouch. I need a tranquility. Oh, I'm actually dumb. I played this before Wrath and the Slavers fight, didn't I? Thinking back on it, I'm pretty sure I played Talk to the Hand before I played Wrath. Faithful? Faithful. No bowling bash, huh? Cut through fate. Cut through fate has been called. Kind of wish I had removed more strikes now because the whetstone is here. Cut through fate. Want an inner peace. Hey, Monty Mole. Thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Hope that means that you're enjoying yourself today. Oops. of okay upgrades. At least it didn't hit strike. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, my man. Or chick. My friend. Care about events? Like, not gonna take bites. Don't really need apparitions unless they're all upgraded. I don't have toxic eggs, so I don't care much for that. Get some talk upgrades. I mean, this deck is pretty much heart ready. Maybe I want to go through these two fights. You. This out of my hand because I don't want to draw wrong card, or the card that hurts here. Hot Blooded, I don't know that song. Yep, and here comes my Deus Ex to throw miracles away. That's what I was afraid of, really. Wanted my miracles. Okay, this is a very rough screen to be on. So, there's two different things going on for reels. They're both kind of do the same thing, but this one that you see above my camera is from... I hate that this guy gets moved all the time. My little icon that I made. Well, that I ripped out of the game, essentially, but... this icon moves around all the time. I'm sorry about that. I can't do anything to fix it properly. And I forgot to actually turn that thing on, but you know what? I should probably just disable it, right? Let's just disable it. Sense off. Let's disable that. So I that came from a tool that was made by a community member for Terrence M. Thank you, Draco. Appreciate that follow. And it outputs stuff for me to add to OBS. But this stuff up here is from a new mod that member of the community made, OJB_. And it has this stuff, which during combat, you can hover over these things and see it yourself. What do you mean, Draco? Have I lost my mind? I have lost I didn't boss swap. You can see, right? I didn't boss swap. So what's better here? Weave Plus with 1 cut through fate. Third Eye Plus, because it says plus on it, and it's a block card. Or Flurry, because of Eruption, Vigilance, Tantrum, Tranquility. Like, is that enough reason to take one? Yeah, they had different numbers because I forgot to launch the tool, the external tool that updates the numbers that were here, and I apologize for that. Since he released the mod. Well, he didn't release the mod. It's still alpha. It's private-ish. I don't know if he's willing to give it out to just like the general public yet. I'm just kind of testing it for him. But since he released the mod that has these things, I stopped using the overlay, and I just forgot to disable it. That's my mistake. I don't hate the Watcher, Draco. I just don't think that the Watcher is that much fun. But I haven't been giving her enough airtime either, Draco. Been kind of not playing the Watcher for a long time. Have not even half as many as runs as any of the other characters. I'm wondering if, even though this doesn't say plus on it, I'm wondering if I'm supposed to take that. Or if we should take the Weave and just start doing scry things at this point. Runic Pyramid Halt is also, it's certainly a consideration. And I did go ahead and add a Tranquility to the deck a couple floors ago. Excuse me. I just don't think Halt is all that great. If I had a Kunai, it would be a different story by a long shot. Hey, Thunder. I wonder if I'm supposed to take this Weave. It's really not bad. You're right, Draco. You're absolutely right. I just don't love Halt as a card in general. But with Runic Pyramid, it's a much, much better card. But I just don't need, like, utility block cards. The reason that Third Eye Plus is interesting is because it's upgraded and it's Scry 5. But I'm down to 3 strikes, 2 defends already, and maybe I don't need to Scry 5. I think I want Weave. I have Double Talk. Should I look at another card here? So I don't care about like, the only thing I want here is Thwack. Thwack would be interesting. I also wonder if I was allowed to go this way. Scrying more or less powerful? Probably more powerful. I think almost everything in the game just is more powerful with Pyramid. I think it's a pretty universal rule. If you have Pyramid, all of your combos just get better. I guess I do want to look at another card, right? Because this isn't quite enough for Automaton. It'll work, probably. Ouch. Whale bonus? I don't remember. I think I died in Act 1 before, and I just had max HP. It's hard to remember now because of Singing Bowl. I think I just took max HP. Can't find AoE cards, man. Yeah. Bowling has an AoE effect, you're right. That's why I picked it. It was for Slavers, pretty much. But kind of for Gremlin Leader, but I didn't draw it in the Gremlin Leader fight. I didn't even get to the bottom of my deck to find Bowling Bash for that fight. Are we just supposed to start upgrading for Act 2? I'm about to die in this fight. Maybe I'm supposed to rest. How do I do 300 damage fast enough? With no vulnerable. And my cards get stolen. Most of my deck is uncommon. Wave is an okay upgrade, just I'm not sure that it does anything in this fight right now. Need to find a way to through violences fast, don't I? We just lack answers, so... I'm worried. We didn't find the things that actually make us strong against Automaton. How many through violence hits do I need? And how many of them am I allowed to do with the orb minions in my way? It's very questionable. I draw a wave. I don't know. If they steal my important cards, what do I do? I think I'm too slow if they take my good cards. Nope. My miracles are gone. Live without that. Actually, if you take my miracles, I can't. Draw that card. Hold on. I can't draw that card if you take my Deus Ex. Do I need to go Wrath on you right now? Can I come up with... yeah, I can come up with 56. I don't think I'm allowed to let my miracles go, am I? That card gets put in my hand. It's unplayable, and it doesn't turn into curses because I don't draw it. Or it doesn't turn into miracles. Whoa, it is a curse. Just an injury or a ride. Or a wound if you want to look at it as a status card. Well, this is it. Right? Maybe not. Oh, wait. It was lethal. Without wave. I didn't count. You're supposed to count. I didn't count. I just didn't feel like doing it, that's all. Wasn't in the mood. Do we care about lesson learned? Still has 3 terrible hits, 4 bad hits. Well, I'm gonna make a fresh coffee. I will be right back. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me. Hey, Phoenix, I guess, would be the way you say that. Looks like J7 is supposed to be a P. Very stylized P. Pretty cool. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. First name, surname as well. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. A payment for your credit card is due. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a bio break, make a fresh coffee, and we'll figure out what car we're supposed to. Oh, thank you for hanging out and waiting patiently. Making your son do the math. Hey, it's actually a pretty interesting thing to do for a little homeschooling practice. Yeah, Funder, I don't like to count watcher problems. 10,000 calculations a minute and they're all wrong. If I actually sit down and do the calculations, they're often not wrong. But spending my time on that feels pretty. Did I take the blue key this act? Okay, so, I mean, upgrades are upgrades, right? They're great. Vault is Vault, it's great. And Deva Form is Deva Form, Establishment is Establishment. Establishment only hits Tranquility and Smite right now. No, Establishment doesn't work that way. There's when Watcher got added, well, this says at the end of your turn you no longer discard your hand. This has a retain keyword, and the retain keyword is required. So Meditate works with Establishment. It's really cool because Meditate actually puts the retain keyword mechanic on the cards that you bring back. Pretty cool. I don't think I care about doing that. Like, what are we gonna go back for later? We just don't have energy problems that we need to solve with Establishment. We don't have enough card draw to care about Deva Form. Vault is just Vault. Like, it's just Vault, man. It does Vault things. But Lesson Learned is probably where we're supposed to be here. And we'll just go into Act 4 with a fully upgraded deck. I do have to recall, so getting upgrades out of this makes that much more justifiable, and it allows me to rest. Okay, Choker is a no-go because I have 4 miracles to play around and energy generation. Philo is okay. Empty Cage would be nice. Viking, yeah. Man, that would have been such a cool win. That was going to be such a cool victory, man. No potions to start the act with. And like, Double Talk Wave, pretty good, but it's not good enough to block. What if I just remove a strike and defend? Like, just get those out of here. We'll go 3 energy, play off of our miracles, find a happy flower or something. Nunchaku. Kunai's already gone. I would like to see a Shuriken still. We can do Shuriken stuff with Weave, Just Lucky, Cut Through Fate. Pay it off with Tantrum and Wrath pretty easily. And I can start playing my Pyramid smarter with my Weave and Just Lucky and stop shuffling this into the draw pile. It's like that fight against Automaton actually goes even more smoothly if I had remembered or thought to play around the fact that Weave is going to get shuffled in. Could have held it. It would have made extra block on the turns that mattered. Could have held my Just Lucky so that I could replay Weave. Ornamental Fan would be pretty okay. Shuriken would be nice. Kunai's already gone. Energy. Energy Relics would be good. A Nunchaku would be great. A Happy Flower is always nice. Just removing Strike Defend is pretty strong here. Stronger than 4 energy, because 4 energy is one of those things. I don't think you need 4 energy in this game. But once you have it, it simplifies the way you play a lot. What happens after my miracles are gone? On 3 energy after my miracles are gone, we get Lesson Learned. We do energy generation off Tranquility Tantrum or something. And that should be enough to get us through hallways. What do we do against enemies like Writhing Mass? I think we're probably okay in Transient. We'll just play Transient and Wrath for the most part. Double Talk is pretty solid there. We just won't get a Lesson Learned. Writhing Mass is going to be hard, very hard to block. Right. Watcher does have ways to just generate energy. Not a huge fan of this Tranquility that I added in the first place, but Lesson Learned, we'll hit it for an upgrade, so it'll just be energy generation at some point. More energy lets me get cards out of my hand. How badly do I need to get cards out of my hand? Not that bad. If I need to get cards out of my hand, it's because I have miracles in my hand. So just play my miracles and speed up the fight. I think Empty Cage might actually be like dumb strong here. Normality that you didn't get to remove until Act 4? Wow. Talking through when you choose to remove defend versus strike. You normally always have remove strikes, but this deck only has one defend left. Deeper understanding than you. Okay, so first of all, I have like 800 hours in this game, so I wouldn't say that I have a deeper understanding. I just have 800 hours in this game. I did not write the essay, no sir. That is, I'm putting that out there because it's a very common question. And Forgotten Arbiter, who is a fantastic member of the community, look him up on YouTube. He does a lot of really interesting Slay the Spire content and stuff. And he also hangs out in streams. He comes around on Twitch. He's been in here a few times. But he put that essay out to answer that age-old Spire question. Wow. Wow. I forgot to go for lesson learned. That is not mine. No. I'm kind of just promoting it. I don't know, just for fun. He didn't ask me to. It's even been here. I just saw that it was released and I was like, yo, people ask that question all the time. Let's answer it. There's lesson learned. Did I do this wrong? Maybe I just kill you right now. Nah, I didn't know Weave was in there. I didn't mess that up. I want this next turn. Maybe I do. Hey, Jobel. What is that character? I don't know what that character is. Anyway, yeah, Xenium, thank you for that follow. Zenunum? T-Zenunum. Thank you for that follow. Hey, so Phoenix, I forgot to actually finish answering your question. Like I said, it's 800 hours in this game, first of all. That's the biggest thing. Second of all, Watcher loves defend remove. That's like primarily where things start from. Watcher just loves to remove defend cards because you have other ways to handle your situations. Watcher can burst down enemies and get the kill. You could just go lethal instead of trying to block. You saw in the Automaton fight that I wasted an energy on Wave of the Hand to make sure that I had enough block to survive that last attack. But if I just didn't spend that energy on Wave of the Hand, I had lethal instead. I could have just killed him. And that's a very common theme with the Watcher. Second of all, I have, at that point I had double Talk to the Hand and had them applied to the boss. So I was gaining 4 energy per attack, or 4 block per attack damage inflicted. And that's a big deal already. And then, you know, with Wave of the Hand applying weak, AoE weak, you don't need to block as much because of this card. And you have ways, and Talk to the Hand is a very powerful block card because of things like Weave and Flurry of Blows. This Weave, just like you Cut Through Fate right here, this is like, I get all of these down, 2, 4, 6. Then I have 6, 12, or like 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 block out of this combination of cards right here. And then apply 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns of weaken without even upgrading this. So then, like, for 5 turns, I still don't have to block that much anymore. So Watcher just doesn't need things that works that way. And it's because, like, I'm faster on removing my defense, also because I upgraded Vigilance. I grabbed a Sanctity and upgraded it. And then very quickly found a Talk to the Hand. I bought these at the last shop in Act 1. So again, Defend Remove was on my radar. Finding one Talk to the Hand already tells me, like, you can be more aggressive in Defend Remove versus Strike. And most of the stuff just applies to the Watcher. The other classes still typically get more utility out of their defense over their strikes. But it's hard to like balance that the same way as you do with the Watcher. In Ironclad, for example, if you have strength, you can kind of do Watcher stuff. If you have a way to get big strength, especially fast, you can go with your strikes, you can go through enemies and you could just go lethal. Sometimes you can speed up lethal with your strikes because you have 14 strength. So these are doing 20 damage for an energy, right? Versus, no dexterity, your defend does 5 block. So, like, drawing that doesn't help much when you could be doing, 17 damage with your strike. And getting out of the fight instead. So sometimes Defend Remove is correct on other classes. Silent, I kind of like Defend Remove first for Silent because she needs her strikes for damage output to fight the elites with. She can't get there with her base deck. It is, in fact, if you read the article in my stream title, you'll see that she is literally incapable of winning a Lagavulin fight without adding cards to her deck, which is not true of any other class. Go in with a full HP, 100% of your HP, you cannot win the Lagavulin fight. Because you cannot make 115 or 118 damage, whatever, before Lagavulin kills you. So sometimes a Defend Remove on Silent feels good, just because you didn't find damage cards that work. And you just need to be able to play your strike one more time to get out. And that's how it goes in the Lagavulin fight. If you don't add any cards at all, the being able to play your strike one more time wins that fight. But you literally your optimal draw order that sees at least 3 energy worth of strikes every single turn, which I don't think is even possible. But maybe it is. I didn't look that closely at the full breakdown of the table that he has. But yeah, Silent, just one more strike wins that fight with the base deck. And so, like, a Defend Remove actually would make that probably possible. I'm not doing the math on that. Do I need this next turn? Because you might both be attacking, but you might both be buffing. It could be coming at me for 9x2 twice on you guys, or you could just both be buffing. And you're going to be doing 11 damage. So I can block you with 1 energy there, but I don't know that I care. But I do have Eruption in here. Is there some reason that I would erupt next turn? That seems unlikely, right? Unless I'm going lethal on something. But I'm not going full lethal next turn. That's not happening. Draw other cards. Like my Talk to the Hand and stuff probably seems okay. And I already went through Cut Through Fate and Weave and Just Lucky here, didn't I? Which is kind of lame. Like, maybe I was supposed to save those. I don't think I want this next turn. I think I was supposed to kill you this turn, though. Draw 5. Okay. Want another one of these now? Bummer. I'm supposed to get this out of my hand, or just draw 4? Okay. Can't get to my cards, man. Figure it out, Watcher. Dang, I want an empty mind. I have to start throwing these miracles away. I have too many of them to get my deck going. It's a pretty poor valuation on my part for that fight. I knew I wasn't going to be able to block, but just getting to my talk to the hands would have saved me probably like 40 HP. Yeah, I was supposed to put my cards away. Get rid of those miracles. 70% potion chance. It'd be nice if you dropped me a potion. Alright, we're going to a shop and resting. I don't know if I need this sanctity. I don't know, like card draw's cool, but I want, I think, third eye plus at this point instead. The follow-up is kind of interesting too. Hello. I want this card. Oceans would be cool. Waffle would be cool. Ornamental fan would have been nice. Just take the HP here. Just fill up. Go to 90. Just need to figure out how to get my stuff in play. This would be nice. I do have mummy hands, so like I'm kind of allowed to take this. Cat, I guess? What happened? Cat? I don't know. I'm allowed to take this because of mummy hand, but do I care? Not a whole lot. Here. Nice. Nice. Talk to Hand is a way better upgrade, yeah. If I draw my Deus Ex here, it's gonna be kind of lame. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Why is my buffer stack still here? Wave of the Hand is legitimately only here to break Artifact. I don't even care about the card, other than Artifact. How did my buffer stack? I thought I broke my buffer stack on turn 1. Is this bugged? Would I take all of this damage right now? I thought I took damage on turn 1. I wasn't actually counting. Wait, I'm drawing as many cards as I thought I was going to draw. Or I'm drawing more cards than I thought I was going to draw. Like, I'm using this to block draw. Oof. It's fine. In that case, I don't want to draw this again. I don't want... Well... Can I spend energy to get rid of that next turn? Put it in the discard pile? Yeah, I have Tantrum coming again. Let's try to put that in the discard pile. Cut through fate, please. Oh well. I don't trust this buffer stack, man. I thought I took damage on turn 1. I don't want an establishment, do I? Card draw. You are about to give me the big sad. Yep. The ultra big sad. Yeah, I'm confused too, Phoenix. I wasn't paying attention to how much damage I actually output on turn 1. Please. It's supposed to draw. We're gonna use our buffer up soon. Don't want to be vulnerable again. We just go here. We're gonna try to get to okay. Stop here. Let's keep playing into our buffer right now. I didn't want to be vulnerable, no. I just didn't really have as much choice in the matter as I wanted to have. Okay. We which is another thing that I was trying to avoid. Reminiscent. Okay, that's a much better one. That was easier to comprehend. Do this again. Okay, he's not making block. Here's 40. Are we allowed to do this? Some need to come up with quite a bit. Or do I just commit here? No, I don't commit here. Could use upgrade pot. How much does that do next turn? Maybe upgrade pot is the way out of this fight now. It's a lot of damage in my hand though. Chill out. Yeah, but will you behave, Viking? Will you behave? Questionable. Questionable. That's a turn. He never lands. Okay, you guys are all about these puns. You're right, Jobel. It's very much my fault. Just play a bunch of zero-cost cards for block next turn. So I'll take the talk to the hand. Wait. Dummy. Ah! Supposed to block that draw. Wait. 27 block? 59? Plus 8? Hold on. Oh, part of the Minty Spire mod makes intangible go translucent. Yeah, I use a lot of mods. I can't draw that this turn, can I? Oh, he does it. He does it normally now? I didn't know that, Marty. My character goes into translucent when he's intangible. Or she. Whichever character you're playing at the time. And that's from the Minty Spire mod. I do 18. We're not there. Ah. Are we there with Tranquility Tantrum? Thank you, Jobel. Peace fight, huh? This isn't bad now. 2 Just Luckies, 3 Talk to the Hands, Wave the Hand, and a Cut. Could stack a lot of block if I play around their Nirvana. But I have to literally play around it in circles. How good is that? Like, it's a good way to get a little bonus block when I can't get Talk to the Hand down. It helps me get Wave of the Hand proccing. Pretty solid for that. I just don't have as much scry as I really want. There's only 3 cards. So max block it makes is 9 on a turn. 2. Yeah. Probably not good. Skill potion, though. Skill potion, though. A necromancer character? Be interesting. Have you played the mod that lets you play as a slime boss? Because he summons slimes, and you can kind of do... I mean, they're like glorified orbs, I guess, but you can kind of do things with, like... Because, well, it's not very necromancer, right? But it is... pretty cool being able to bring back your slimes and stuff. Just resummon them. I don't know if this skill potion is better than an upgrade pot. It probably is. I'm gonna go for Orb Walkers and Mind Bloom, or just get the guaranteed elite here. Repto problem? No? Is there any reason that I need to fight an elite? I'd rather just fight Mind Bloom more than anything. What does an elite do for me? It gives me a relic. It gives me maybe a rare card. What are we gonna take if we see a rare card? I don't know. We probably want a Foresight though. Pretty happy to have a Foresight at this point. Is Repto a problem? Because I have Bowling Bash. I can, like, if I get Bowling Bash and Tantrum, I can, like, turn to Repto. Oh yeah, Jorbs' mod with the Wanderer and the Cull. I don't think Cull is very Necromancer, but he does have those little what is his what are those blades that he uses? They're not, it's not a scythe because it's not on a long handle. They're more what is that kind of weapon called? I don't think I care about fighting an elite. I think I'm capable of winning an elite fight. And I have buffer. Sickles. Hamas. Sickle was closer to the word that I was thinking of. I don't think I care about fighting an elite. Nice. Nice. wheel? Wow. I forgot that Deus Ex could be, or was gonna make those miracles, so I tried to, I blocked my draw incorrectly. I don't think I need another tantrum. I want to consecrate at this point. Probably not. Kind of wish I got that Nirvana though, because now I got 2 more cut through fates. Never found an empty mind, which is a little bit disappointing. Hey, Munga. Got Singing Bowl first relic. You're right. You're very, very right. Exhaust. I want to draw. I want to make room for 3 miracles. So I need to dump a lot of this stuff out. But I can't. Weave, just weave. Oh, right. Right. It doesn't work like that. The Weave song. Weavis and Beardhead. Okay. Draw 4. Draw 5. It's not a cut through fate. Are you dead here? Good thing I have all these powers. Okay. 4, 4, 24, 18. Wave, bowling bash, defend. The lack of card draw in this deck is disturbing. All I found was a Sanctity? I could have had 2 Sanctities. The cut through fates are card draw. So the best thing I can do here is probably wave, bowling bash, defend? 6, 12, 18. 26. And then 4, 8. So 18. Six, 12, 18. Buffer blocks it. Maybe buffer doesn't block it. It does block it. And there's the miracles. Okay. We just keep hitting you so that we keep getting all the block. Yeah, Pyramid and Deus Ex do that very frequently. Trying not to draw my... I'm trying to empty my hand or not draw the miracles. But just can't dodge it. Potion is a power pot and just makes him stronger, and we're trying to avoid that in this fight. Can I get a lethal? Go lesson learned next turn on you. I'm not sure if that counts as a pun. I guess it does, because you were talking about the miracle card. I don't know, man. Look, just redeem your pun, okay? Just redeem your pun, just follow the rules. Don't be such a renegade, Thunder. Oh, we have weaves in here. Got a pair of them. Okay, so you're probably dead every time. Let's just go for that. Is there a reason that I want to not draw Vigilance next turn? Maybe. Let's see if the other card behind it is better. I want to make sure I draw. Oh, well, we have a cut through fate here. Yeah, give me that. Hey, Jacob, thank you for that follow. You have 51,000. Jesus, Thunder. Hey, man, when do you want to do another co-op run? I remember you mentioned it before the charity, but things got tied up in the charity stuff. Do you die to weaves right now? Or do we make full block with weaves right now? 6, 12, 18 more block? I mean, yeah, we're just about there. Takes 2 damage? Early work meetings. Yeah, that's one of the things that has been putting us off too. 6, 12, 18 block. Maybe I just stay in Wrath here? Draw this card now? No, we don't lose the weaves. I'm blocking the draw with my 5 cards. And then figure out how to kill you? I messed up that part, though. Yeah, I messed up that part. No big deal. Hey, Grand Poobah. Supposed to hold one more card. I messed up my weaves again. Yeah, Finder, you're right. You right, you true. I'm sorry, Jacob, that I'm not being descriptive enough. Awakened One makes me tremble sometimes. Probably no reason to take damage here. Do I need this one instead? I want the one that draws. The boot! Oh my god, the boot's effective. Look at how effective the boot is. I might have had lethal this turn. I was just too lazy to count it. Here we are with the mistaken... Is this lethal? It is. We get to do this trick. To allow us to bring the weaves back. Tantrum going back in the draw pile was... That was a broken mechanic. It's a pretty good upgrade. HP, Toke. These are both just getting in the way. Is Toke the strongest thing here? Toke is probably the strongest thing, but it's probably Toke Strike, even though the Talk to the Hand thing, because I need to draw a block card to get rolling in the heart fight. We can remove both of these cards. I can card remove, right? It's only 125? Maybe just 100? Did I card remove? Both times? No, because I got this, right? Look at how good this mummy hand has been. See all my powers? Yeah, it should be one. It's either 100 or 125. The upgrade isn't bad. That Tranquility upgrade helps quite a bit one time. Probably want this upgrade too. I don't care. I don't think I care much for this one. It's not really about the damage it does. It's about the Talk to the Hand proc. This one also adds block. So this is a better upgrade. The extra scry is good too. This is a better upgrade than this is. I'm just not sure how important this one is. To draw Wave of the Hand fast in the Elite fight. Man, I'm really not sure. I think Strike Remove is correct. Pyramid makes the remove better. I'm having a hard time clearing my hand without wasting my miracles. Those miracles get the deck rolling. Once the deck is activated, it's fine. I've actually been going past my miracles in a couple of fights. I let Deus Ex go with Cut Through Fate and Just Lucky. I'd scry through it and come back around to it next time. Talk Plus is that wins the heart fight, but it doesn't apply fast enough in the elite fight. Again, Funder? Again? Good as the Tranquility upgrade. Gives me some safety. It's not that good. Gotta be a remove. Ah! Ooh. 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 With that. Rush down? Can I go rush down inner piece? No. Flash of Steel? Sort of, but this first of all, Mummy Hand hits this, which is nice, and second of all, it draws cards, which gets me to stuff. Gotta figure out how to deal with the wound. Maybe I can scry past it if I get lucky. This one is interesting. Sanctity and Inner Peace make for a pretty solid pair. Thank you, Abdoodly. Appreciate that follow. Hope you're enjoying yourself here. Okay. What about potions? Lockpot, save buffer, maybe? How good is an extra talk to the hand versus draw? Card draw. Is it card draw that I can hit? card draw that helps me activate Sanctity, but I can do Miracle Sanctity just to get going early on. That seems fine enough. I just need to get going fast. It's a good idea, Funder, so I can draw my miracles later instead of statuses. DeWall, you're going to be shocked how easy it is to stay in Wrath instead. So Rushdown probably doesn't work because I can't exit Wrath well enough. This is overkill, kind of. The game plan of the heart is going to be apply Talk to the Hand, and then Tantrum, cut back to Tantrum over and over again. We'll make a million block. Maybe we just lean even deeper on that. Need 4 of them. I could probably skip this store and it would be just as good. What if we just remove Eruption? Oh, that seems silly. You know what? Okay. I'm supposed to save the buffer. That's what I bought this block potion for. Really? forgot about that already? I don't need the extra block. It's just in the way of drawing my block cards. Yeah, it doesn't dance very much. It goes into Wrath, and it blocks with Talk to the Hand. What's up, Xenix, though? I'm having a nice weekend. I hope yours was nice as well. This power pot sucks. Yeah, I messed up that fight pretty hardcore. I'm 40 HP short right now. Not 40, 20. I'm 20 HP short of where I should have been. Bummer. And we die. I didn't draw any of my stuff. We probably take 0 damage for the rest of the fight if I remembered to save my buffer. Six talk down already. Cut would keep me alive right now. Guess Lucky would probably keep me alive right now. Man, that sucks. Just needed a way to draw into the deck, and I couldn't find it. But I did find 3 cut-through fates. Yeah, my turn 1 was really bad, this whole run. I took like 60 damage in the first Spire growth fight because my turn 1 was so bad. I couldn't get to anything that was effective. Yeah, this deck wins this fight and probably takes 0 damage from here forward. If I just got through this turn. Literally just survived this turn. I'd be able to play this fight in Wrath, probably. With all the talk. So Inner Peace wouldn't have been any help. Which is good to know. Chance at surviving? Yeah, like, if it wasn't for the terrible draw, I just couldn't find anything that drew enough cards. Where would we be right now if I got my miracles? -2, 4, 6. I go +4, +4. Still no good. Did I forget to play the... I thought I played the Wave of the Hand before the block pot. No, wait. The reason I didn't do that is... Yeah, I remember. Is because I would have broke my buffer. I was trying to save buffer for this turn. Because if this was big attack, I would have passed turn here. I would have just literally passed turn. So... Yeah, I would have tried to go to the next turn. How good would Weak be this turn? Weak would be pretty good this turn. If I'd saved Wave. Yeah, I could survive here, right? If I had saved my Wave of the Hand? No, I really need Calm Source this turn. And a better Power Pot. Bought that thing before that, like, Act 3 bosses. I bought that thing in the middle of Act 3, didn't I? Very upset that it was so bad. 24 cards is not supposed to have this much difficulty drawing its useful things, though. It might be like a situation where you play, where you go ahead and break your buffer to start with, just right off the bat, just let it go. I get this stuff out of here. Take a little bit of damage. I guess, like, you would still play your power pot on turn 1. Not the same. But we still don't get there because this only blocks for 6. And I draw the days. Put this in the pile. And then this is what happens. So you could technically survive. I mean, it only worked. This only, you never play this line, right? Pretty much never play this line without knowing in advance that this is what's coming. Because you would be trying to go dig out your stuff. If you don't get anything applied on this turn, and next turn you can't survive. Oh, I don't have to do that. I can die. "24 cards is kind of small. For Watcher, though, I don't think it's that small.